Hello everybody. I am Mira and welcome to Midnight Mira's Scary Stories. The story for tonight is The Aswang's Feast, The Cursed Hunger of Aling Rosa. A dark legend awakens in a Philippine village. By Mr. Lights Out. The village of San Isidro was a quiet place, surrounded by thick forests and towering mountains. It was the kind of place where everyone knew everyone, where the nights were dark and the silence was absolute. But silence does not mean safety. For in San Isidro, the Aswang hunted. And it was hungry. The newcomer. One night, a stranger arrived in the village. A woman, tall and pale, with long black hair that flowed like riverweed. She walked barefoot, her steps silent against the dirt road. Her name was Aling Rosa. If you like stories like this, please subscribe and ring the bell. I will be ringing the bell also when I have new stories for you. Now, back to the story. She came with a smile, offering to sell herbs and medicines. The villagers welcomed her, for she seemed kind and knowledgeable. But the old ones whispered. She came from nowhere. Her eyes are too sharp. She does not blink enough. Yet, no one dared to question her. Until children started disappearing. The vanishing. It started with one boy, little Tomas, a 7-year-old who loved to climb trees. One evening, he went to play near the forest. He never came home. Then it was Elena, a 10-year-old girl who had gone to fetch water. The villagers searched, but found nothing. No footprints. No signs of a struggle. Only silence. And then, someone noticed something strange. Aling Rosa's house smelled of meat. The secret in the dark. Late one night, Mang Berto, the village hunter, saw something he would never forget. He had been out tracking a wild boar when he passed by Aling Rosa's house. Her windows were open, and inside, he saw a pile of bones. Tiny bones. Human bones. And there, in the dim candlelight, he saw her. Aling Rosa stood over a writhing, squirming form. Her mouth stretched open, impossibly wide, as she lowered her face to the being's belly. Mang Berto's blood ran cold as he heard the sound of flesh tearing. The being let out a weak, gurgling whimper. And then, silence. Mang Berto turned and ran. The hunt begins. By dawn, the entire village knew the truth. Aling Rosa was an Aswang. The elders wasted no time. They gathered salt, garlic, and sharp weapons. They marched to her house, but it was empty. She had vanished. But the scent of blood still lingered in the air. And then, the screams began. The Aswang revealed. Aling Rosa was not gone. She was waiting. The moment the villagers scattered to search, she struck. A woman cried out from the fields. Her husband had been dragged away, his body torn open like a butchered pig. A teenager tried to run, but from the shadows, a clawed hand grabbed its ankle and yanked it into the darkness. Aling Rosa moved like the wind, her body twisting and bending unnaturally. Her eyes glowed red, her tongue long and forked. And her laughter was inhuman. The final stand. The villagers fought back. They chased her into the forest, wielding torches and bolos. She hissed and leapt into the trees, moving faster than the human eye could follow. But Mang Berto was waiting. With a blade dipped in salt, he struck as she landed. The knife pierced her chest. She screamed, thrashing, but the salt burned her like fire. The villagers rushed in. With one final, ear-splitting shriek, Aling Rosa collapsed. Her flesh melted, her bones turned to ash. And then, she was gone. The curse lives on. The village buried the bones of the missing children. For weeks, the people mourned. But the old ones knew it was not over. For an Aswang does not die so easily. Some say Aling Rosa had a child. Others claim her spirit still lingers, waiting for the right time to rise again. And on certain nights, when the wind is still and the moon is hidden, some villagers say they hear a whisper in the dark. I am still hungry. Don't forget to like and share and also leave a comment for me. I love receiving comments. Subscribe and please ring the bell for notifications. I will ring the bell also for you. Tell me in the comments if you have had any similar experiences, will ya? I would really appreciate it. By the way, I'm accepting stories for narration. Please send your stories to me. Thanks again. I hope you enjoyed the story, but beware, some tales refuse to stay on the page. If you crave more horror, Mr. Lights Out has ebooks and physical books waiting for you on Amazon. Stories that whisper in the dark, that follow you long after the last page is turned. Dare to read. The Aria the Aswang Slayer series, where creatures of the night are real, and they are hungry. The Curse of the Manananggal, a tale that seeps into your mind and lingers. The stories are waiting. The shadows are watching. Find them at the link below.